Hello everyone, how are you doing? Leave a comment if you're watching the replay. I'm just going to put Build Your Dream on. I thought that was really awesome for this call. It is a Young Living blend. So yeah, comment replay if you're watching the replay. I'm just going to wait for some people to come on live. Let me know how you're doing with everything. How you've been. I am trying out a different room today because I thought maybe that would be better. But I don't know if it is working. Alright, I like that a little bit. Alright, I think that's better. I'm going to move it back more too. Just as I'm waiting for everyone to come on. Just setting up a little bit. Okay. You know, I test this all out and then I was testing it on Instagram and it looks very different than on here. So I think that's good. That looks more normal. So hello everybody. This is the last call of our series. So I'm a little sad, but that's okay because I will be doing more of these more frequently, and that'll be nice. So I just want to make sure that I am in the right spot so everyone can find me. And good. Okay. So I'm seeing some people are starting to come on. Awesome. Okay. So today we are talking about enjoying the future now. So like a lot of times we end up hearing about planning and preparing for things, but you can only plan and prepare so much. Situations end up happening differently than we expect. You know, you try to do things and you're trying to control exactly how everything is happening. And when you're so busy controlling and trying to force your future to be perfect, you don't end up enjoying the current moment and the process and the journey towards it. So what I want to give you as a new perspective is to look at your future as you're creating an outline for your life and release the rest up to whatever you end up believing in and just let it unfold as things end up doing. That's living kind of in the flow and enjoying the future now. So that's all about enjoying the journey, enjoying the present moment, having fun now. And the key with that is we all have Lifeforce Energy. And you can kind of think of this, if you aren't familiar with Reiki and spiritual practices. I'm just going to wave. Hello. So if you aren't familiar with spiritual practices, I am a Reiki master teacher, and with Reiki, we all have Lifeforce Energy. Everything has Lifeforce Energy. Everything from the atmosphere, plants, animals, us, objects. We all have a certain frequency and energy, and that you can also see in science and with the space in between a molecule. So if you want to think of it in the literal science sense, that's also energy. So my question is, how do you want to contribute your Lifeforce Energy now? How do you want to contribute to the planet with the energy that you have? We all have a certain amount of energy per day, and how do you want to contribute? So with the future, we could end up not enjoying now because we don't have what's in our future, and that we're looking towards a certain goal. So what I like to do, and what I've learned from coaches that I've had, is that I like to align with myself, my current self, with the version of me that already has everything that I want. And this is a tough concept to learn, and I'm just going to go over it briefly. So this is something that takes a lot of time and practice to understand and really have this be a new way of thinking. But it's kind of, what is that next level version of me doing? What is the person that has the certain career, the certain relationships, the certain goals already fulfilled? How does that person show up? How is that person in her relationships? How is that person, how is that routine? So like, for example, because maybe this is a little too abstract. So like the version of me that makes $1 million, what does she do in the morning? What's her routine like? She's not hitting snooze on her alarm and not going and doing a workout or a meditation. She's practicing self-care in the morning. She's doing these things, and she has that routine. So to start doing the things that you can do now to be that next level version of you. And if you need some kind of help with this, let me know. If you need more clarification, just send me some messages. But it's kind of, what kind of things would you do? You know, are you wearing old used clothing, or are you like so in scarcity that you don't even treat yourself to a coffee? So stuff like that, like to just like kind of celebrate and do what that next level version of you does in a way that you can do now. So some people with like losing weight, that fit version of me would always go to the park to walk, and to do that now, stuff like that. So so that's how you can enjoy the future now, and by being that person now. And the key in all of this is celebrating every step of the way, and enjoying the journey, enjoying the process. So life is a journey, and the destination is at its end. That's the end of life. So you know, it's to celebrate every step of the way. Celebrate even when we don't have every single goal that we want to achieved. And this ends up putting you in a gratitude and abundance mindset. And you end up being grateful for every single day and every single moment and every breath. And don't wait until you reach your goal to be proud of yourself. Be proud of yourself every single step. Every small step towards whatever future you're looking to have. Let's see. A really good affirmation I have down here is that I am a magnet for miracles, so that you believe that anything is possible. You know, seeing this in faith, you've heard, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's having the belief behind that these things are possible, and continuing to practice those affirmations, because that's learning a new muscle. That's exercising a completely different mindset, and shifting into a completely different way of thinking. And what I want to ask you guys is, how often do you celebrate? Hey, Victoria, do you only celebrate when it's your birthday? Or do you celebrate just every day or week, month? Do you end up journaling down your celebrations? Do you journal down what you're grateful for now? And a more old-fashioned way of thinking is thinking that you only can celebrate if you do or achieve something, but you could celebrate along the way. And we are such powerful creators, and we can create this change in our life. If we can be so powerful to end up thinking negative thoughts, we have the same capacity and power to think positively, and towards growth, and towards gratitude, and towards abundance, and towards the future that we want. So if we can so powerfully think so negatively, we can also shift it and so powerfully think positively. which is so crazy and so huge. Our mind is so powerful. Let's see. I want you to celebrate who you are and acknowledge everything that you have done, because we can end up being our own worst critics and think that we haven't done anything, we haven't done enough, we haven't nearly accomplished everything that we've wanted. And to realize how much we've actually accomplished and how far we've come, how much we've shifted our mindset, how much we've grown as people, how much we've learned and changed, and our values, and not necessarily just actions that we've done, but just like who we are and how we show up. Are we showing up with so much more love now? Stuff like that. So to celebrate those things as well. To celebrate that you're showing up more positively, that there's been less arguments or some stuff like that is also a great thing to celebrate, and that everything is running more smoothly. Or and sometimes we have to celebrate the facts that if we're really in a down spot, celebrating that we've actually gotten up today and that our eyes opened and we have another day, that we got out of bed, that we showered. And sometimes it's just smaller baby steps from that space too, and that's okay too. That's also growth. If you've been consistently being in bed and then you're having one day where you're out of bed, that's huge. That's so huge. It doesn't have to be a monumental, oh my God, I just like passed this test or got this house or got married. It could be like that you've been working really hard on your mental health and you've shifted from being someone that's just wanted to stay into bed, that today you took a shower, and to celebrate that is huge as well. So I don't want to minimize that, because that's so important. And what's so great with celebrating and enjoying our future in the current moment is that we celebrate almost like a kid seeing a balloon for the first time. You know, it's like, whoa, oh my God, that's so cool, amazing, whoa. Kind of like wide-eyed, crazy, awesome excitement is how you end up releasing more endorphins, your body feels so much better. Everything shifts when you start to celebrate and feel into that energy of excitement, and excitement like a child. And what's key is to keep focusing on what you want as opposed to what you don't want. You know, like if we're constantly focusing on that we don't have it yet, and that's focusing on the lack, that it's not here yet, that it's not here. But instead we can focus on taking more steps, taking a little bit more action, and just being excited every step of the way, and excitement in the journey of that, like we're growing towards something. So that's just like, it's so huge, and it's so often overlooked, and it's such a practice. It's like a lot of the techniques that I'm talking about in this video are things that really have to be implemented over time, and practicing, and it's not always the easiest thing to do. It's something that it's almost like it's learning a new routine. It's learning a new way of thinking, because so often we think, oh, we're not there yet, and once I have this, then I'll be happy. And that's something that I end up calling destination happiness, where you think that you're only going to be happy once you've hit that goal and once you've reached what you want. But the thing is, then once you're there, you want something else, and then you want something else, and then you want something else, and then eventually it's just like all these things that you want, and then you just stop wanting once you end up dying, which is a little morbid. But you know, we're human beings. We want things. We want more things in our life. And the thing is, if we focus on it in a way that is because we don't have it yet, we're not happy. And once I have that promotion, that that relationship, that then I'll be happy once I have that external thing, that then I'll be happy, then we're focusing too much on that we don't have it yet, that it's not yet here. And the shifting is, instead of that it's not yet here, it's that I'm going towards that. Everything is coming to me. I believe that this is possible. And enjoying each step. So for me, like, this is my business. This is something that I currently am not full-time doing this. So if I just constantly felt like, oh, I'm not full-time, I'm not there yet, why am I not full-time yet? Once I'm full-time in this, then I finally will feel settled. I'll feel less stressed. I'll feel less overwhelmed. I won't feel like I'm doing millions of things. If I'm thinking in that sort of way, hey, Erin. So if I'm thinking that way, I'm thinking in lack, I'm thinking in scarcity, I'm thinking that it's not yet possible for me. But the thing is that it's already here, and to be excited, I know it's day 3. So, I'm like, to be excited at every step, to be celebrating every Reiki circle, to celebrate every single live, to celebrate those actions that I'm taking, and also the behind the scenes stuff of creating, graphics, writing out posts for you guys, and celebrating each of those sort of steps, and also the internal work as well. So celebrating that I've been working with a coach, celebrating that I've been meditating, taking time, not even thinking about that goal, and thinking about the other areas of my life and enjoying those parts of my life too. Enjoying my relationship, enjoying time with friends, and making time for play and for fun. And that's how we end up enjoying that we're not yet at the destination now, because we're enjoying each step. We're enjoying every single thing that we action that we end up taking, because we know that it's towards the goal. But also we're celebrating the fact that we're already achieving our goal because we're doing these steps. Because all of those behind the scenes things are what it takes to have that end thing. That's why when you see someone that's an overnight success, they're not really an overnight success. They've put in the work beforehand. They've been showing up consistently. They've been going and just being who they truly wanted to be at that goal now. So it's just like, it's so important. And I'm trying to think how else to explain this. It's such a such a rich concept, and then to really apply this to your life shifts everything. It really does, because it's not just that you're celebrating those things. You're celebrating that it's already here. You're celebrating that it's already happened. I already have that business, regardless of full-time or not full-time. It's here. I am here in front of you guys, and to celebrate that I am doing it. So an example would be as well, maybe something that isn't business related. So wanting to lose like a lot of weight, I don't know, like 20, 40 pounds. So it's not just celebrating each pound that's going off, but celebrating that you're feeling healthier, your mental clarity is better, your gut health is better, your brain fog is lifted, you have more energy, you feel happier from the exercise, you've been taking more time for yourself. So like all of these things end up building up, and those celebrations are all building, and it's celebrating that you're going towards that goal because of each of these steps and because of how you're feeling. It has to do with your energy and how you end up feeling and your thoughts about these things. So instead of thinking that it's never happening, or even if, let's just say with the weight example, that you still were plateauing even though you've been eating things and exercising and stuff, but the result isn't showing up. And to still celebrate, you're still celebrating that you're ending up helping your mental health and your physical health from this. Hey Jay. So all of these things along the way, enjoying it along the way is so huge, because even if we're not at that end destination, we're enjoying every day, we're enjoying every moment, and like that is what celebrating and enjoying life now really means. So let me know if you guys have any questions on that, or if you want me to elaborate any more on it. I'm going to talk about something else that also has to do with this. So this is from one of my favorite life coaches, who I quoted in a previous one also, Brooke Castillo. I listen to a lot of her stuff. She's a great life coach. So she said in something that was about being more future focused, it's that let's take our lives to the edges of what's possible. Imagine a future way bigger than our past. What's the worst that can happen? Your own disappointment. But you're already disappointed that you don't have it now ahead of time, so you might as well give yourself a chance. Take your life to the next level just for fun, because why not? So, it's such a cool perspective because we don't hear this a lot, and just in typical area, but then you end up surrounding yourself with more people like this, and then you end up starting to see that your circle ends up shifting, and this is more of the norm. But I would say that this is probably not what we end up thinking normally. We normally think it is what it is, everything is happening this way, but it's like, why not, just for fun, just like shift a little bit outside of our comfort zones and do a little bit more of what we actually want that's deep inside of us, because we're already wanting that now, but we're not doing it. So we might as well at least like put energy towards it and start taking those small steps now, and like at least try, at least have fun, and at least try to take it to the next level, because why not? We're already not having what we want now, so we might as well shift into, trying to make it possible. So what does that mean exactly? So, we're already not, if we're already not in the space that we want, and we're just like not living what we want for our life, then this perspective of why not at least try, why not just have fun with it, because life is meant to be fun, it's meant to be enjoyed, and if we're just like kind of like, it is what it is, that's it, this is my life, and feeling this sort of disappointed, down feeling, instead of at least like imagining and like taking one step towards like our future that we want, and then we're back to enjoying it now and celebrating now that we've shifted and going and just trying it for fun. So I loved that quote, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So something that's really huge for people, especially if they have any sort of like tight control grip sort of feelings, like very like control oriented, everything has to happen this specific way, is that releasing your fears while looking at your goals, and just instead looking at it as with an approach of fun and excitement, just expecting for these things to come eventually, but not having to worry about when it's going to happen and how it's going to happen. So when and how is where we end up controlling and trying to figure out exactly like how our future is going to unfold. So that's not up to us. we can go and have that outline that I was talking about in the beginning, and just like the rest letting go. So instead of just like planning absolutely every single detail, to instead more of a flow of not thinking about when it's going to happen or how it's going to happen. It's not on our timing. It's not how exactly we think that it's going to happen all the time. It ends up working out completely differently just because that's how life unfolds. That's the whole unfolding of life. And that's so cool. And to instead just have fun while doing these things that we want for our future is just so much of a awesome perspective to have that that I invite you guys to try it out. I know that a lot with the future is a lot of taking practice to build this new muscle of thinking, this new way of thinking. And that's why this is a shorter call than the rest of them. So we're actually done, unless you guys have questions. If you have questions about today or Monday's call or Sunday's call, please let me know below. And I'm going to post the homework. So there's still homework, even though it's our last call and we're not going to meet again. But of course, we still can meet again. If you'd like to meet me in person or send me a message, anything like that. These lives are all still going to be here in the group for you to look at a later date and to review. At this time, I don't plan on taking them down. I may at some point, but for now, they're all still here. But I want you guys to have a dance party to celebrate that you took time for yourself. You did the inner work. You did, or at least plan to do, the homework questions, and you took this time for yourself. So this has so far been 2.5 hours for this this series, and that's honoring yourself. That's taking time for yourself in this week to really learn about a new perspective and to kind of see where you want to shift your perspective and your mindset and where you're looking for more growth and everything like that. So that's an amazing thing to celebrate, and it's so beautiful that you guys took the time for yourselves, because self-care is so important. It's crucial for our mindset and our mental health and our wellness, and to just kind of live awesome lives. It's so good to have that sort of growth mindset and to look, where can I shift? Where can I grow? Where do I need to kind of look at things a little bit more? So it's so beautiful, and I'm so, so honored, and I so love that you guys took the time for yourselves, and I'm so excited for you. So I'm going to post the homework. I have a song that is by one of my favorite artists. So it is Owl City featuring Aloe Black, or the other way around. But it's just a beautiful song about like not looking back, and you're on the verge of the rest of your life. So jam out to it. I promise you that it's beautiful. Listen to the words of it. It's pretty simple lyrics, but it's just so beautiful and uplifting. And I love listening to it. So I wanted to share it with you guys. And I also have some questions about celebration. So, so those are the questions and the link to the video that I'd like for you to watch. And also wanted to let you guys know that I have a new class starting. It's called Slay! So, Slay is my little course that I just have created. It is a fun way to start creating habits and taking action. And I didn't want to take it myself too seriously. And I just was like, yeah, we're slaying it, you know? Like, that's how I want people to just be feeling, is to feel like they're, you know, having fun, taking action, creating new habits, and to, you know, have whatever healthier routine that they're looking for, and specifically with healthcare. So that's really what I'm looking for, people that are looking for that. And I'm looking for people that want to have more accountability, because this not only has 4 Facebook Live calls within 3 weeks, it also has one 30-minute one-on-one session where we meet through Zoom, and so we kind of work and dive deep into whatever accountability that you need. So this is super cool. This is my first offering like this, and I'm so excited, and I just wanted it to be fun and bright and light up your guys' life with something that really helps you take action. So if you have any questions about that, private message me, but I'm going to have a little early bird pricing for that. If you do it by the 25th, midnight, the 25th is when, when that early bird is finished. And this is super, super affordable. This is at $222. So I'm gonna post the link here, but if you want to talk with me, don't be shy about it, because if you have any questions about what exactly that we're doing, you know, I just want to know. I just want to hear what your concerns may be, and yeah, after the 25th, the price goes up. So I'm letting you guys know this first. I'm going to be announcing it within probably the next couple hours to everyone that isn't inside of my group. So I wanted you guys to know first and to get the first spots. I'm only gonna do about 7-8 spots, because I want there to be enough time to have the one-on-one coaching and to have enough energy and be able to hold space for people in that way. So just let me know if you're into that. And that's it. Let me know if you guys have any more questions about enjoying the future now, what your hang-ups are on this, any sort of questions that you may have, that maybe something that you noticed came up for you with this call. Maybe this seems so different than how you're currently thinking, and you want some more steps on how to get to from where you're thinking and bridge it to this sort of thinking, and this sort of mindset. And I'm totally down to talk to you one-on-one about this, and that's always available. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really did. I had so much fun, and I can't believe that it's over. I'm sad. But that means that I had a lot of fun with it, because if we're sad at the end of something, that usually ends up meaning that it was powerful, and you know, we were able to do something that we truly enjoyed. And when things end, then it's oh wow, that was something that was really aligned with what my values are, and then we want to do it again. So that's magic, man. That's so good. So Oh, guys, I love you so, so much. And oops, I'm sorry, I keep forgetting. And I was trying this microphone out this time, and so if I banged it a little bit, just sorry. I'm getting used to trying out different setups and stuff. So I love you guys so, so much from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.